We honestly thought we'd never see the day. The final destination is Alaska from Argentina, but to be honest, you legends must be just happy to see me drive a little further down the road. After plenty of hiccups on our adventure from Santa Cruz, the city in which we began our journey, we made it to Sucre, although it wasn't easy. Everything from crashed drones to military zones and close call after close call. And in the good old fashion of us overstaying in a place far longer than we probably should at times, we made it our priority to not continue that same trend with Bolivia's capital.
Yo, so we just slept the night at the big red door, number 70. It was a chill night. Got a tuk tuk. And yeah, we just slept in the tent here, really comfortable. What do you think? Hey, good morning. She slept in the tent with me because I didn't want her just shouting at all the people that walk past the tuk tuk, telling me there's people around. I'm like, yeah, it's a hostel, like I know. We're gonna do a bit of a walk around Sucre, visit a few spots, and then head out because the price, like it's a bit expensive, and also it's a city, so we're not in love with that. We're leaving our comfortable little stay. Tuk Tuk Tori is all set up and safe, and we're gonna go try to get some lunch and try to get some dog food for the road for Patty, because we're trying to build some muscle on her and she's going through it like nothing else. I honestly forgot what the city was like. Got people yelling. Legend. Cars flying everywhere, people walking every which way direction. We got it all happening here. Fresh bread, man. If I didn't already have a solid breakfast, I'll be hooking into it for sure. This is what we wanted. This is the market that we're trying to find dog food in, and even get a quick feed, quick bite to eat. Hola, ¿dónde puedo buscar comida para perita, para croquetas?
¿Qué hay? Adentro venden.
¿Al fondo?
Abarrosa de los lados.
Ok,
Sí, hay.
gracias, gracias. Perfecto.
9,50
It's a good vibe, man. I loved how she was flinging that knife around as well. That's kind of cute. So that behind me was like the fruit and veg section, and I guess this is now like, yeah, the meats and more like miscellaneous items. What a legend. It's just, I overheard the conversation and told me the directions. This is cool. Patty's a little bit nervous, but yeah, this is the biggest market for fruit and veg and everything in Sucre. Hola, ¿cómo está? Nunca vi. ¿Es una fruta? Chilimonga.
La chirimoya.
Chirimoya.
¿Y este perrito te has adoptado?
Sí, en Santa Cruz con ella.
¿Ya?
Sí, ok.
Tengo mangos, tengo pitahayas, frutas del dragón.
¿Tienes
¿Conoces?
mango?
A veces comida sí, porque mucha verdura, usted no mucha carne, ¿no?
She had already picked up that Patty was adopted and also knew I didn't eat meat. She's either sidekick or I look vegan, which neither is a good thing.
Man, I don't know about Patty, but I understand why she's nervous. There's a lot of noise going around and it's just overwhelming. There's so much going on. Gracias, gracias. Good, relax, Patty. Look at that, we have found the light. We got the food and we got out of there quick smart. That was hectic. We just had to stop for a rest because that market just absolutely ate us up and spat us out, and we barely survived. Of course, the biggest market in the capital city was going to be like that, but I didn't know what to expect. But it's definitely not just your Walmart, you know. We're back for the mayhem. Patty is just big chilling. We're packing up the stuff to get back on the road, get back into a bit of nature, get away from this chaos, because we haven't been away from it long enough. Being in Santa Cruz is so long, and Buenos Aires before that. So yeah, getting out of Sucre is going to be a good time. Fully cooking. We're on the road finally. Out of there, like, I don't know, it's something that rhymes with out of there. So we are ripping down Main Street Sucre on our way out of the city. And yeah, it's pretty hectic. Architecture's pretty fine though, but mountains and waterfalls are finer, just in my opinion. That's a ton of people, my friend. We're going down the street, what the heck? Crazy, man. We're definitely getting there, Patty. Barely. We're going like 2 cars distance every traffic stop, and the people are like, what is going on? And we're just trying to warm up the engine at altitude, 2,700 meters, probably looking like we need to do a revision on the motor pretty soon. I'm literally sitting in traffic in neutral, just revving it to keep it going, because you can barely hear my little lawnmower engine working in the back there. If we've got another problem soon, we'll probably stop off and allow more oxygen into the motor. I was just worried because we needed a push start to start and I got cars behind me trying to hill start. Oh my god, there was just so much happening back there, holy damn. I was mad stressing. But yeah, 2,700 meters. We saw, walking the streets, we saw our fair share of dudes just hood up in the street trying to get their car working. I made the executive decision to revise the engine here. Just got to make a little adjustment in the motor and then we can get back on our way. There we go. It's just barely in there. So I'm just fixing up these two in here, just equalizing them once again, balancing them out for the altitude that we're at, so we can just keep the motor running a little bit better because we're about to send some more mountains, I believe. It's definitely not a bad spot to make some maintenance, you know? Now the test of truth. I'm gonna try to start it without using the accelerator. And then that'll give a good example of whether it's going or not. Yes, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Call me a mechanic. Oh, she's running like a dream now, ladies and gentlemen. And today we're off to Porto C, and 2 days later, Salar de Uyuni. So we're at 3 days off what seems to be our coldest location in Bolivia. So we've got about 150 kilometers of driving today. Light work. Salida de Porto C, vamos. What the? Sucre is so random as well, look at this. We just stopped off and we haven't got a drone shot of this gorgeous city in the mountains. Pati, amigo, break, come on. Good girl. Gonna try to safely chuck the drone up in the air, even though we're on the outskirts of the city. So it's not the best idea, but it's a better idea than any, I reckon. We'll see how it goes. What a day, what a day. Shit just ain't ever easy, is it? Latin America almost got in a dogfight, almost lost the drone to the crazy wind that was up in the air, but we're all good. We got our little city flight, drone flight recording. So that's a plus, isn't it? And Patty was doing good. She's getting a lot better at diffusing situations with dogs. Literally just proud of her for the whole of the morning. Like freaking, she was amazing in that market, even though she was a bit nervous. I'm just really lucky to be able to witness this growth within my little dog, my little four-legged friend. We're a good team, hey. Let's go! Big hype, big hype. It's a police stop, we'll see how it goes. Always makes me nervous since I literally got caught up at one of these before. Well, they didn't pull the rope, so I guess I'm good to go. They just had a rope along the road, one guy sticking his head out the window, and crotch cam worked a charm. 0 police problems would be great. Thank you. Hey Patty, how we doing? Patty? One question. Buddy, one question. Where the heck are we? That's legendary. Hey girl, what a spot. What a spot. This is insane. Insane. Tori is chomping as usual. No issues up in the mountains. See. Patty, even water drinking looks aesthetically pleasing from up here with this view. Little cutie. We have to. Tori could be parked outside of Target and she'd look good, but put her on the top of a mountain range. And now we're talking.
The mountain range has required more stops than usual for engine cooldowns, and our ambitious goal of 150 kilometers was met well short. As much as this golden hour sun on the Andes Mountains of Bolivia is making for some breathtaking views, we've got no more than dog kibble in our tuk-tuk, and whenever I was driving, I was always with my eyes peeled for any potential wild camp spots.
Alrighty, man, this could get wild. There's just like a small village of just mud and dirt houses. It's getting on dusk. I don't know if we're going to get there in time to Potosí, like the next town. So I'm going to go ask if we can chuck the tent just on a bit of grass up there, and maybe find some white rice to eat for dinner. We'll see what happens. There's already been a couple of dudes that have seen me and have been like eyeing me off, seeing what's going on. Crotch cam activated. Vamos, Pati.
This is quite a desperate Hail Mary attempt at wild camping if I do say so myself. Only this time we're listening to the advice of some previous locals who recommended we try and take refuge in or close to small towns. With no food and us now facing the full force of the cold wind atop of this mountain range, the fate of a somewhat comfortable night lies in the hands of these complete strangers. We could otherwise be in for a wild one indeed.